And welcome back to what?
Couple movie watchers,
Wit.
Ryan and Anna.
That's right. In today's video, we're going to break down the top 10 movies, including Ghostbusters Afterlife, Eternals, King Richard, and more. But before we get started, let the people know what they need to do.
Subscribe, like, and comment, and share.
That's right. Do all the above. Don't forget to smash that like button because you can't dislike anymore because YouTube took it away. All right, Anna, let's jump into the top 10 movies. And coming in at number 10, we have, let the people know,
Ron's Gone Wrong.
that movie made $888,000, which is a crazy number in itself. It dropped only 59%, and this is like a family animated movie, grossing 22.1 million in 5 weeks. So it's still in the top 10, going strong. So Ron's still making that money.
Mhm.
So let's talk about the number 9 movie of the weekend, and what that's gonna be,
Belfast.
making $940,000. Now, this
Mhm.
is down only 47%, and this is the second weekend at the box office, making $3.4 million. It has a solid IMDb rating of 7.8. It's basically about a boy and his family living in the late 60s. So if
Mhm.
you like the 60s, this might be a movie for you to check out for nostalgia purposes. All right, coming in at number 8, let the people know what we have.
The French Dispatch.
This movie made a whopping $970,000, dropping only 45% in total, making 13.3 million in 5 weeks.
Mhm.
So this movie is doing relatively well for a independent film. All right, so let's jump into the number 7 movie of the week. It is
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. This is a new James Bond film.
No More Number 5.
No more number 5. It was number 5 last weekend. This weekend it dropped to number 7, making how much?
$2.7 million.
$2.7 million with a total of 154 million dollars in 7 weeks, which is actually making it the number one Hollywood film worldwide, taking over F9. So this movie is doing pretty good still at the box office. This past weekend only dropping 40%. So I could see this being here for another week or two, especially during the holiday weekend
Mhm.
coming up next week. All right. So coming up at number 6, we got the movie
Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
grossing $2.8 million in total. It dropped only 29% from its previous week, so which is really good. I can see this movie doing having some staying power, especially because the Spider-Man's coming out. The trailer just dropped,
Mhm.
so it's
Mhm.
giving a little more heat to Venom at the moment. And in total, how much money did this movie make?
$206.5 million.
In 8 weeks, which is not too shabby. So this movie still has some legs. Is doing strong. In that Spider Verse has some legs to it. All right, coming in at number 5, we have the movie.
June with $3 million.
That's right, Dune made $3 million this past weekend, only dropping 45% from its previous weekend. It's about to hit that 100 million mark. So far, it made 98.2 million in 5 weeks, and it's on its way to being the number one HBO Max day and date release.
Mm.
So this is the movie we actually seen at home. Sorry, folks, but we got HBO Max, and it's hard to pay extra to go see a movie at the movie theaters when you get to sit at home, watch it at your leisure. But if it wasn't on HBO Max, I probably would have definitely seen it at the movie theaters. But
Mhm.
the whole purpose of having HBO Max is to stay at home, in my
Mhm.
opinion. We might go see Matrix 4 at the movie theaters. We'll see
Mhm.
how energized we feel at that point.
Mhm.
But we're definitely going to see Spider-Man Away from Home
Mhm.
at the box office, so
I'm excited for that one.
we're definitely excited about that one as well. All right, folks, coming at number 4, we got what we got over here.
King Richard, $5.7 million.
This is the first weekend. We actually predicted 20 million and 35 million. So Anna predicted 35. I predicted 20 million. We were both wrong. We thought this was going to be the number two movie of the weekend. It obviously, or number two or three. Obviously, it was not. It's number four. But if you look at the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, they have a what's that?
92.
92, 99. So the critics and audience both like this movie.
Mm.
And this is like we said, this is another HBO Max movie that we actually stayed home and watched.
Maybe I'll end up getting that much.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe at the end, our weekend prediction was just basically the total prediction, and we seen it, we enjoyed it, we watched it last night.
Mhm.
Definitely good movie, inspirational, good
Mhm.
for the family and kids. You know, but it's a tennis film, so it's hard to get people excited about tennis. So,
Mhm.
and then if you don't know who King Richard is, like the name sounds, it's interesting, but you just should have called it Serena and Venus that film. And that probably got more eyeballs on it because they can relate to the Williams sisters because they don't people don't really know the dad, but it was starring Will Smith. He is doing that book tour where he's letting all his business out, which he probably shouldn't be doing that, but it is all to the good. Moving on at number three, what do you think number three is going to be?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's going to be Clifford the Big Red Dog, grossing $8.1 million. It's still
Dang.
up in there. This is the second week, so it's still in the top three, and it's only dropped 51%, grossing 33.5 million within 2 weeks. So that big red dog is bringing that big green money. So congratulations to Clifford. This is a movie that we'll probably go see. Uh, I'm actually interested to see it. I don't think he got that many great reviews, but oh well, we'll probably see it anyway,
Mm.
just to see it. Um, Either at the movie theaters or when it comes to some streaming service. All right, so we're gonna go to the number two movies, and that's gonna be
Eternals?
Eternals. Eternals is gonna be the number two film, making $10.8 million at the
Yes.
box office. Now, if you don't know, she actually seen it without me. Tell people your thoughts about Eternals. Like, how do you like it? You love it? You hate it?
I don't like it. That's why I'm like happy that it's not number one.
Yeah, so it dropped to in its third week to number two. So it was the number one film 2 weeks in a row. It did a little dip at number two, dropping 60%. So it's a movie. Like I said, I want to see it. I just want to see how bad it really is, or is it really good, or at the end of the day, it's a tough property to transform into a popular series when the comic books wasn't really that popular among the comic book community. So
But also there's mixed opinions of the movie because obviously don't like it, and then I went to see it with my sisters, and my sisters liked it. So I don't know.
yeah,
It's a
yes.
weird, it's a weird movie.
Yeah, so we'll see where I land on that. I think at the end of that, I love all uh, comic book films, even the bad ones. But I think this will be entertaining. Hopefully, at the very least, it doesn't have to be good. At least entertaining. But there's so many superhero films from TV shows to movies that you do have to bring the heat these days. So, but overall, it made 135 million at the box office, which is not too shabby. So we're going to go into the number one film of the weekend, which is not going to be a surprise. And that's going to be Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now,
Mm-hmm.
disregard that number on the screen there because that's how much it made on Sunday only. But in total, this movie actually made $44 million at the
Wow.
box office. So it's not doing too bad. It's actually doing really well. When you look at it, it's doing like it's his first week. The director is known for the movie Juno. So Juno was a popular movie that the director did. The critic ratings is about in the 60s, but the audience score is like in the 90s. So it's doing really well, especially in the heartland of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually kind of got this prediction right, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
had 40 million, you had like 55 million.
Yeah.
So I was closer because
Mm-hmm.
it hit 44 million at the box office. So it's doing really well there. So I definitely can't wait to see this movie. I wasn't too amped up about it because it just, kind of reminds me too much of Stranger Things.
Mhm.
But the more I hear about it, the more I'm kind of more curious about it. Uh, I, I'm hyped, but not as hyped as Spider-Man. I think that Spider-Man trailer got me so hyped that it's hard for me to really want to see anything else but
Mhm.
Spider-Man in the next
Mhm.
coming weeks.
Yeah.
And then after I see Spider-Man, I'll go see everything else. But Spider-Man is really my priority in life, our life, I suppose. And
Yes.
that's mainly it, man. So
I'm so excited for next month.
for real, right? So let the people know
Mhm.
what they need to do before we get out of here.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Do all the above and have a great day, everybody. Until next weekend,
Peace.
peace.